Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video on which we're going to talk about the 9.4 update and specifically about a premium Italian tank that should either get available or being tested during the update coming. Let's see. The tank we're going to talk about today is the Bisonte C45, an Italian tier 8 premium heavy tank. And to be honest with you, I feel like this tank is going to be great in World of Tanks Blitz. If we compare it with World of Tanks PC, there are several things you need to understand. You are basically seeing a tank that is equipped with spaced armor literally everywhere, with 10 degrees of gun depression, and most importantly, with an auto-reloading mechanism. We don't know yet how this is going to be applied into the game. All I can tell you is that based on the reviews I saw of the tank on World of Tanks PC, people are really loving the tank. And of course, usually when Wargaming makes a tank that people love in World of Tanks PC, it's either more broken in World of Tanks Blitz, or kind of balanced from time to time, or totally destroyed to the point that nobody wants to play it anymore. The best example of that being the Object 260. Just so you can understand what you are facing, here is the tank highlighted with the spaced armor in purple. And yes, it's definitely packing some great armor, which means that most of the time, I feel like it's going to be impossible to penetrate it, specifically when it's using its 10 degrees of gun depression, because from there, if you are really lucky and with high penetration, you can try to penetrate in those little area here, but it requires from you that you are a tank destroyer and that you are using gold shell, and that you are extremely accurate. So no, it's not gonna happen too much. On top of that, you see that the spaced armor is literally everywhere on that thing. But even if it's everywhere, if you try to over-angle it a little bit too much, you are going to get penetrated easily. What you want to do with this tank is obviously stay right in front of your opponents, where the armor is the best. But beside the armor, what could you expect from this tank? Is it going to be a good one, a bad one? If we compare the statistics in World of Tanks PC to what they could be like in World of Tanks Blitz, I can tell you that in terms of mobility, for example, the tank should be up, going at nearly 45 kilometers per hour, which is insane considering that we are talking about a heavy tank that is heavily armored. If it was like a 50B without armor and going at 50 kilometers per hour, it would be logical. But here, it really feels like Wargaming will give it on purpose, at least compared to what they did in World of Tanks PC. But it really feels like on purpose, they gave it everything on the mobility and the armor to compensate a little bit on the gun. Because here, yes, you are probably amazed by the fact that it says 3.4 thousand DPM. It's definitely not going to be the case in Blitz. I'm not expecting that thing to get more than 2K because of its auto reloader. Of course, usually when Wargaming gives you information about an auto reloading mechanism in World of Tanks Blitz, they are giving you the DPM when you are shooting all your shells straight and wait for the full reload and shooting back all your shells straight. This is the case with the Bisonte C45, of course. But as they are trying to diversify a little bit the gameplay, like we're going to see, about to see with the new tank destroyer that is coming into the game during the 9.4 update, with the Bisonte, if you shoot the first and the second gun, the first and the second shell, and not the third, you could get a little bit of a better DPM. So maybe expect something like 2.2 thousand, 2.3 thousand DPM. And if it's the case, it's actually kind of good. Let's take a quick look at the tank during a match. Basically, when it comes to the auto reloading mechanism, the first shell is reloaded in 14 seconds, the second in 12 or 10, I don't remember exactly, and the last one in 9. And even if you can't base yourself off those statistics in order to know if the tank will be the same in World of Tanks Blitz, it's still a pretty good indicator to tell you that Wargaming will probably affect really hard those reload times, because of course, if they put the exact same one as the one we have in World of Tanks PC without decreasing the alpha damage, it's going to be totally broken. And I don't feel like Wargaming wants broken tank right now. Now that being said, how are you supposed to play it? You have an amazing armor frontally, you have 10 degrees of gun depression, you want to play it in all down. This is the kind of thing you are expected to do, and to be fair, if that's what the game wants you to do and if the developers don't nerf too hard the armor, It's pretty much the easiest way to play the tank, which makes it a newbie friendly tank as long as you learn how to manage your shells. So what would I consider doing if I was playing with the Bisonte? There are two ways of effectively playing the tank: the aggressive one and the passive one. The aggressive one is going to be the one where you only reload the first and second shell and never use the third shell all the time, which will allow you, of course, to play aggressively and to relocate or attack with your teammates whenever you need it. On the other hand, you have the passive playstyle, which is going to be one that is quite similar to playing a regular autoloader and that you are currently witnessing on screen right now. Basically, you wait for your 3 shells to reload, you burst out of your position uncovered, you snap your 3 shells, you pull back to a safe cover, and you don't move anymore. The cool thing here is that this tank is going to follow the path Wargaming is designing for the brand new Italian tank destroyer, with the rescue shell or the help shell. I forgot the name of the mechanism, I'm sorry, but basically the mechanism on the new tank destroyer that tells you, hey, if you use only 2 shots you're good, but if you use the third one, make sure to do it only in emergencies, because after you're going to take a long time to reload. And I feel like they are going to do the exact same with the Bisonte, and why not? If they are implementing such a tank, it means that we're probably going to see more in the future, like Italian tanks, Italian premium heavies, Italian heavy tech trees, and if it's the case, it's going to be quite interesting. And overall, if I had to make a comparison between what we just witnessed and World of Tank Blitz, I will tell you that the Bisonte C45 is going to be close to the Centurion Action 10. The main difference between both tanks being that the Bisonte has more spaced armor and a gun that is not as effective as the one we have on the current Action 10, because you are equipped with an auto reloader and not a regular one-shot shell. So that's it, boys. We don't have any more information on the tank, so I'm not gonna make you wait any longer. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. And of course, remember that those statistics and everything I just said are subject to change. We don't know yet how the tank is going to be implemented, because if it's going into data in the 9.4 update, it means that it's not going to be available at least before 3 or 4 updates. So you can expect the tank for the 9.8 maybe. And that's it. If you enjoyed, you know what to do, and I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye.